because Microsoft is going through a phase of transformation, okay? Complete transformation. We were known yesterday as a software development company or a software package company, right? And most of the product was something called as an office. Today we are transformed ourselves into completely something called as devices and cloud company or devices and services company. We are changing, right? We have adopted a huge change. And the strategy behind that is to ensure that we not only come and provide you a common experience for various devices that we have signed up with, right? You know, like this very recent there was a talk about $72 billion, right? Some acquisition which we got recently, right? And Nokia acquisition, right? So we want to provide you a kind of an experience to customer which is going to be very consistent for devices, your desktop, your laptop, your cloud. Okay? The experience is going to be very, very consistent. That is what is going to be more specifically in Office 365. So these are the feedbacks that I got it from the distributor when I spoke to those guys. Okay, and I'm sure most of this feedback Mr. Kapoor and Parikh has already covered. Okay, but just to highlight few of them, the first important point which all distributors raised was profitability in the business is very, very important. Whether it's a single man-driven business or it's a partnership forum or it's a tomorrow publicly company, profitability is something that each and every organization or distributor is going for, right? So what are the factors that affects this profitability? I'm giving an example here, inventory management. One of the distributors shared with me fantastic ideas saying that how does he plan for inventory? Okay, what affects this? What is the important factor which affects this profitability? He says that if you don't have a proper mechanism to control your inventory, you will end up having a lot of stock at one location. You might not have stock at some other location where it is required, which is nothing but costing and aging inventory, and it's a huge cost for you. Okay, JSC can tell you exactly what percentage of the cost hit can come to a distribution business, right? Customer and partner insight and trade exposure. These are the two things again which is going to provide a kind of lot of impact to a distribution or to a distributor, specifically for IT distributors. When I say customer and partner insight, it is important to understand the behavior pattern of customer and partner. That is what Mr. Kapoor also spoke about, right? It's important to understand what the customer wants. What is the time when the customer decided to move on from laptops to devices? What is the time that he started adopting cloud, right? What is the time that he is enabling his organization to bring their own device to the office? It is important to understand that changes, because if you don't plan those changes and if you go along with the forecast that vendor tells you to forecast, okay, you may end up having a lot of stocks, right? Credit exposure, that's the base thing that distributor does. The fundamental thing that the distributor does is giving a credit limit to his partners, right? It's the most important criteria. Until unless you have a full-fledged control on this aspect of the business, you are definitely going to have, right? In India, what I understand is that there are very few companies who have credit insurance. The reason behind that is that the cost of doing credit insurance is higher than profitability of the business. Mr. Parikh talked about 1 or 2%, right? I understand that credit insurance for really large companies is about 1%, more than 1.9 to 1%, right? So that's a kind of an impact if you don't control your credit insurance, credit exposure. Of course, keeping its core focus, distribution same, right? Distribution of the core engine. Keeping the core engine distribution are the same, ready to went into something called as gaming consumption. Ready to went into something that started with mobile, ready went into wide devices. I think when 2008, 2009 happened, very few companies actually performed consistently and ready was the amount. So it is important for a distributor to plan out there is credit. We have heard from Mr. Kapoor again on the services program, right? So he mentioned about services. This is also one of the tools that distributor uses to ensure that he has a fantastic relationship at the time of crisis, right? So what I have done is that with all those aspects, which I have heard from this distributor, the feedback that I've got, I have tried to incorporate within what Microsoft has to offer to partners, right, or to customers. So we have something called as This quadrant, which has risk management and business insight, is some of the factors which we have already discussed. Customer acquisition and retention, cost optimization and operational efficiency, mobility and social channel. This all, how many of you are on Excel user? All of us are Excel user. Okay, how many of you are on Excel 2013? Excel 2013. Okay, you can buy 2013. Fantastic. Okay. 2013 has a feature called Power Pivot and Power View. Are you guys using that? Okay, so the one thing I want to tell you is that Microsoft is integrating a lot of BI in our favorite Excel. Right? There's a self-service integration of BI. There's a self-service BI which is already there right now in Excel. A lot of features are getting added, which is going to come with the new version of the Excel. But Excel 2013 has these two features, which is called as Power Pivot, and Power View. What it does is that, assuming IT distribution scenario, you plan to open a new office, okay, say in Ahmedabad. What is the couple of things that you need? You need the data of number of partners over there who can help your organization. Right? You need to understand what was the business which was there last year. You need to understand what are the factors that affect that business in that region. Does festival affect it? What is the political effect that happens in that region if you want to grow in that? What are the realistic costs that goes up year on year in that business? Right? So these are different factors which you can collate and put into Excel. Okay? And you can have a fantastic demographic, geographical view using Power Pivot and Power Pivot. You can have a detailed insight of which is the right time to enter into the market. It's the simplest way to understand which is the factors that is affecting the business, how it is going to be easy for us to get into those markets, or how it is difficult for us to get into those markets. We are building up the BI and into an Excel. Okay, just go and watch out. There's two features. It's called Power Pivot and Power View. Okay. Customer acquisition and retention. What you're in customer acquisition and retention in the cloud scenario, what we are doing is, if you go and approach a customer, a new customer, what does that will ensure you to retain those customers? In an IT distribution scenario, there are multiple distributors present there. Until and unless some of these guys take a proactive action in providing the right scheme to the partners on time, right? Until and unless we provide a one-point single space to the partners to go and if he's in the customer phase, he needs some clarification. Where does he go and approach? Whom does he go and approach? So if he wants to call us Siddique is in his presentation, right? If he wants to call us Jitin Bhai is attending some of the
20% battery is remaining.
How do you reach out to you? Okay? With Excel, with the Office 365, we give you SharePoint, we give you Skype or Drive, where IT distributor can collate all this information and give a web browser basically access to all those guys on a SharePoint. Right? So that is available, which can help you retain the customer. Cost optimization and operational efficiency. With Office 365, you can have a single license, user-based license. For a single user, you can use it to 5 devices. You can use up to 5 devices. Okay, this is available for Office 365 Pro Plus. You can use for single license for up to 5 devices, but it's a user-based. Okay, I'm very clear on this. Mobility and social channel. We have just acquired YAML, right? And what we are going to do that is we are going to integrate YAML with SharePoint. Okay. Today, if you see Excel, SQL Server, and SharePoint, integration of all these three things will soon happen in Microsoft. All these things. What it will give you is, assuming you want to have an information of a partner whom you want to give a credit. Okay. What you can get a data is only a structured data, which is available with some consultant activity, right? Which you can put it in an Excel or your ERP and can put into it, right? However, Excel 201 will create a power, but what you can have, you are also going to integrate search engine, which is attached to Bing, right? So you can also have an unstructured data which is in the Facebook or which is in some other platform out there. Okay, so it will capture all the data and integrate with Excel. So you will have one single view of how do you rate that guy's credibility and what is his performance, what is his view, what is his behavior, and all that can be accessed and have a very simple format in Excel form. Okay, that's the kind of social integration that is what we're bringing up in Excel and Office 365. Okay, so this is my last slide. Microsoft productivity vision is very, very comprehensive and it is very differentiated. And to be confident about this vision, the reason for that is that we are providing the best experience to the user across all devices. Right? Our approach to the cloud is different. We are the only company which provides, gives the flexibility to the customer to have some data on-premise, some data, what are the workloads that he wants, some of the workloads can be on-premise, some of the workloads he can start initiating towards the public cloud or third-party cloud. So all these different cloud facilities, basically a hybrid model, is available with Microsoft, right? And we have best of breed solution. If you see we talk about Microsoft Exchange is the most, or the best, I would say the best enterprise messaging solution. If you talk about Partners Quadrant, Magic Quadrant, we are leading their unified communication.